All right, welcome to those watching this on YouTube. We're doing another Vintage Cube draft. We got Mana Crypt, Urza, Fallen Shinobi, one of the sleepers of the format. This card's absurd. Thirst for Knowledge. That's about it. We're going to take Mana Crypt, though. Force Reanimator. So I did a couple Reanimator drafts. You'll see those. Mana Crypt's way better than Urza here. 0 mana to add 2 is just busted. I think Demiran Cube is almost too good this season. Because we got, like... What did we gain? We got Brazen Borrower, we got Urza, we got Fallen Shinobi. It has like all the cheap interaction. Well, Crypt Urza is not that big of a combo. Like you don't, ooh, Chromox? So, let's see. I think Chromox is the best starting pick here. Fast Mana is just really good, and this sets us up for a really good mono red deck. I think Mana Crypt Mono Red is the best version of Mono Red because you can turbo out all the busted 4 mana plays on like turn 2. Chromox keeps us open to do that, and like I just like when you take fast mana, either do Storm or aggro. Like Mana Crypt and Control is just pretty bad because if you like Mana Crypt out like a Jace and don't kill them in time, it just like keeps damaging you. So we're gonna take Chromox. Maybe we can wheel a Thoughtseize if people pass it for some odd reason. Here we got Marsh Flats. Chromox and Mono Red, yeah, for sure. The whole point of Mono Red is you want to be able to like cast things really fast. So it's card disadvantage, but if you're playing it like a Goblin Rabblemaster on turn 1, it's pretty good. So I like Flats, I like Zealous Conscripts, and I like Teferi out of this pack. The rest I think is pretty medium. Well, look, just because I said we're set up for Mono Red doesn't mean I want to force it. I think Conscripts is really good, but I think having open mana is just better to like see what the draft is telling us. Crypt is good in mono white too, like it's good in both. But mono white is more heavy on like playing good 1-drops in like a Thalia. Mono red, like specifically like Koth, you can like turbo out like Thundermaw, Glorybringer, and things like that. It just does everything. It's good in everything except for like mono blue tap out. Or not tap out, mono blue, like draw go. It's pretty bad in that, but the rest is good. Yeah, turn 1 hazard it. Like red specifically just has a bunch of good 4 mana plays that make Crypt even more broken there. I mean, there's Yawgmoth's Will. I'm not opposed to it. And like, the only other option is really Clodoltha Forge Master, which is pretty bad. Temple Garden is fine, but I think green-white is the worst color pair in the cube. So like, it can help us get like, thank you so much for the follow, Max Geach. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you that. Yeah, we'll take Yogg-Will. I'm not forcing it, but I mean, there's a Time Twister. If Storm is going to be open, like, I don't want to go Storm. Thank you so much for the follow, Alan3377. I don't want to go Storm, but like when Storm is open, I think it's the most like the best deck in the format. If you get power, which we have. Gentacular Toast. Thank you for the follow. Let's go Time Twister. Okay. Well, we can draft like the exact same deck by taking Oath, but I kind of like taking Memory Jar. Memory Jar Time Twister is a good combo. I really like Oath and Storm. I think it's very, very good, but it has a chance of coming around, and Jar is just busted. We're Merkle Durkle. Thank you so much for the follow. Caleb, what do you think of Twin this season? I keep trying to draft it. I think it's really quite bad. I've never liked Twin in Vintage Cube. I don't think I've drafted Twin a single time this entire season. It's just never impressed me. It's like very weak, and they've just printed a bunch of like good answers. I don't like it. And it's not fun either. Gonti, I like as like a failsafe. Super Falcon, thank you so much for the 500 bits. I think I'm just gonna take Gonti. It's like a good versatile card, and nothing else does anything here. There's a Palinchron. Yeah, I mean, basically, Twin is scary until you realize that like one bolt kills Kiki-Jiki, and then what they do. I like Palinchron and Deluge here. Tithe Taker and Storm is actually kind of interesting because it stops them from like interacting with you, but I would rather have Palinchron because it's such a good hit off Mind's Desire. And there's other like things with Deluge we can get. So this was pack 1. I'm trying to remember what I was trying to wheel out of this pack. I don't know if there was much. Gotta be Canal. Sometimes you want red. The other option could be Dire Fleet or Languish, but we need the fixing. And in this pack, Oh, that's what it was, Urza. Not even sure Urza's that good in Storm. I really wish, here's my wish for them to make Vintage Cube. What they need to do is put in the, oh, I need to take a card. I think I'm gonna take Pyroclasm for the sideboard. What I really want them to do is cut Narset. I think Narset's the biggest design mistake of all time. And instead replace it with Saheeli. The Saheeli that makes like artifacts when you cast spells. And then that would be so much fun because you could like make a bunch of artifacts, get Urza. It's good with Tolarian Academy. We're gonna take Bargain here. Yeah, the new Saheeli. I think that card would have been an awesome inclusion into this cube. Tasigur, I guess. Yeah, Vivian's fine. We'll take Tasigur. So I think Oath is in the next pack. Oathstone is interesting. Okay, we did not get Oath, but we got Necromancy. And we get to take an Eidolon, I guess. Okay, there's... Ooh. Oh boy. There's a lot I can take here. Mono red is always open. Ultimatums. Brilliant Ultimatum would be awesome in cube. I would be super down with Brilliant Ultimatum. So we can take Mystical Tutor. This card is going to be better if Tendrils comes around. Storm has felt pretty open, like we've cut it really hard, so I don't know why someone would take Tendrils. So I think when you're drafting Storm, you have to make compromises like this. And if we don't get Tendrils, you can still easily win with a Storm deck that doesn't have Tendrils. Past in Flames is good, but we already have Yogwell, so it's not as necessary. And if we don't wheel Tendrils, we can find other ways to win. Right now I'm looking at Karn, Shallow Grave, and maybe a Ramanop Excavator. Firebolt for 1,000 Year Storm. But Karn is pretty good in Storm. Like, a fast Karn? Hey, welcome, Kukulid. Oh, I need to change my card size so this isn't blocked. There we go. Like, a fast Karn can just win games. I like Karn here, and I'm not missing out on much, and Firebolt should come around. Ante in a longer running Phantom League would be so cool. Like, people take it. So one card I put in my Vintage Cube is Contract from Below. And I like just play it without Ante, but it's a really busted card in Cube specifically. Signet is okay, it is half on color. The other option is Treasure Cruise or Banefire. Banefire is like a very good alternate win condition with Storm. It's uncounterable. If you just get High Tide, you could just go off. We have a decent amount of card draw. I'm just gonna take Signet though. Ooh, there's High Tide, okay. Gotta take High Tide. I think High Tide's the most, like, it's the best card in the cube. It's not the most versatile, but when you play High Tide in a deck, I think it is the single best card in cube. Let me think about that for a second before I make this definitive statement. Like, would I rather have High Tide or Recall? I don't know. It's close. High Tide is really, really good, though. Night's Whisper. I mean, Recall's, like, gonna be good in every single deck, but in the High Tide deck, just got back Storm again. Look, it was very, very open. But Recall and Black Lotus are only better because they're like in any deck. High Tide in the deck that you're doing it is like 1 mana to add 15 mana. And that's a much better rate than Black Lotus. Obviously you have to build your deck around it. I'm leaning towards Night's Whisper. No chance you ever have a higher win percentage when you cast High Tide as opposed to Recall. Okay, maybe I'm not explaining it good enough. In the High Tide deck, I think High Tide is the single best card for that deck. Taking Night's Whisper there. Volcanic Island. Yeah, I'm not explaining it well, but maybe this will show. Frantic Search! Oh boy. I guess I'm not even red. Okay, never mind. This is fine. I appreciate you cutting off my crazy talk. Frantic Search is good. We can take Mana Flare if we're confident that Tendrils will come around. Otherwise, we can take Empty if we're a little bit scared. I don't want to take Empty, though. We have Karn as a... We're going to take Mana Flare. We have Palancron. We have Emrakul now. Everything's fine. Do you ever take Bazaar? So one of my favorite decks is Bazaar of Baghdad plus Living Death. And then you just fill it with a bunch of random creatures. It's actually really fun. I'm going to take Emrakul. Emrakul is really fun in Storm as well. We did wheel Tendrils, which is not as fun. Blood Crypt is the better pick, but we just drafted Storm, so I want to mix it up a little bit. And, like, storming into Emrakul is really fun. Especially when you have the mana to make it work, which I think we do. And I didn't think Tendrils was going to wheel, but I think I take Tendrils over Past in Flames because we have Yogwill. There's our Shallow Grave for our Emrakul. There's our Banefire to go with our Mana Flare. Put that over here somewhere. There's our Shieldred. Yeah, Mind's Desire is, it's always really high, but with Emrakul, like, now we have Mind's Desire into Karn, Emrakul, and Palinchron. So I'll basically take Mind's Desire over anything at this point. We're not going to get Oath, so Elish Nord is not that great. So I guess I take Vraska for like a sideboard. Obviously Mono White is open. We got last pick Bazaar. Last tournament went pretty well, Pizza. We went 2-1. We lost to Thalia plus Lodestone Golem. Okay. Well, we got a lot we can do here. We got Channel or Mox Emerald. I like Mox, but Channel Emrakul is kind of awesome. We also have Channel Memory Jar, Channel Karn. I don't think we have the mana to make Channel work, really. So, I don't think Channel's the pick. I would love to wheel Academy Ruins, because Academy Ruins Memory Jar is a very real combo. Yeah, I don't think the mana is for Channel. We're just going to take Mox Emerald and hope to wheel Academy Ruins or Baral, maybe. I think the Magic Gods are in our favor. They even gave me Strip Mine, my favorite card. Oh, I love Strip Mine. So we can take Vampiric Tutor, but I think Underground Sea is more important. We need Underground Sea specifically because we have High Tide, and we also have Mystical Tutor. Hopefully Gush will come around, but this fixing is really crucial to make this deck like flow. Looter, I think Blackleaf Cliffs maybe, because I do want to run Mana Flare. I think I would like Banefire, but we have Tendrils. Tendrils makes Banefire kind of obsolete. Let's just take Cliffs. Shelldock Isle, nice. This is the perfect deck for Shelldock Isle because it's really good to hit like Yawgmoth's Bargain. It's good with Emrakul. I don't think I'm playing Shieldred, but we just have like so many potential ways to win with this. Is Thing better than Looter? I don't like Thing in the Ice in Storm, because if you're in a position to be casting a lot of spells, then you should just be killing them anyway, so it's kind of like a double. The thing about Looter that's nice, did I not take Looter? Oh, I took the land. Is it like digs you towards storming off. We're gonna take Shelldock here though. Oh boy. What do we even want? I don't think Mindslaver is that good. Spellseeker can get High Tide and Mystical Tutor. Ulamog is okay. But we already have Emrakul, like we already have top end, so I don't think we need it. I'm not playing Tassiger. Yeah, but Academy Slaver is just really slow. I'm gonna take Spellseeker, hope to wheel through the breach probably. There's our Entomb. Okay, Entomb. So now we have Spellseeker, Entomb, Shallow Grave, plus Mystical Tutor. I like that. We also have Gifts Ungiven, which does some, but I think that card's really overrated. I'm not playing O-Stone. I think I'm just gonna take Entomb. No, we don't need a Strix. I want to be Entomb, Shallow Grave, some Emrakuls. Oh, we have Makeshift Mannequin. Okay. Okay. So we're like Storm Reanimator. We have Entomb plus Frantic Search to put Emrakul into the graveyard. And then we have Makeshift Mannequin and Shallow Grave to combo it out. I'm passing a Metamorphose, but that's not that bad. You definitely can Entomb Emrakul. So you Entomb Emrakul. Emrakul is a triggered ability. So when it enters the graveyard, it triggers. And then you respond to the trigger by casting Shallow Grave or Makeshift Mannequin. It has to be an instant speed reanimation though. Imperial Seal versus Witchclaw Talisman. So this goes to our hand. I don't actually know what's better. I've never played this card, but I think Seal is still more reliable. I'm gonna take Talisman though. I've never played this card, I just want to try it out. Yeah, no, this deck is busted. Super busted. I'm gonna take Baral, because he's just a better Goblin Electromancer. There's our Vampiric, wow. Also, what is going on with a very late Raphaelos? Gush is fine. Oh, you have Necromancy as well. I don't think I'm gonna play it. Alright, we're gonna take Vampiric instead of Gush. Thing in the Ice, I mean, it's better than some cards. There's Reanimate, okay, well, I mean, when this is gonna happen, do we think Gifts Ungiven is gonna come around? I only have Shieldred to Reanimate though. I'm just gonna take Triumph. Take Day of Judgment. Last pick Moat. Man, people don't like Moat. Wow, my text box is... We're gonna move you guys up here now, I guess. Yeah, Instant Speed does not work for Blightsteel and Progenitus. Good call, Coconuts. Storminator is a sweet archetype. I like this deck a lot. So what do we have? These are all... Oh, we have Bazaar of Baghdad. I didn't even remember that. This is awesome. Man, this deck is sweet. Okay, what do I need to cut? So let's check our mana sources. Bazaar is a spell. I think Chromox I can count as a land. 24. The problem is the only card we can reanimate is Shieldred with both reanimate and necromancy. Tasigur is fine. I guess Tasigur plus Bazaar is okay. I think people were fighting over blue and red. Red didn't seem that open, I don't think. We do have Palancron. Reanimating Palancron with High Tide is kind of awesome as well. Just like a good ritual. So I think I want to cut a card first and then we'll go from there. We have Baral. Maybe I just cut Reanimate. Because I have Shallowgrave, Makeshift Mannequin, and both of those also work on Palancron. I could also get rid of Karn. Yeah, no, we took Chromox very highly. Maybe I don't need Karn, because getting up to 7 mana naturally is kind of tough. Yeah, Reanimate's bad. I cut Reanimate, and then I kind of want to just put in Banefire. That gives me like a plan B to win, because I don't... No, I do have a Shuffle. I have Time Twister. I think I like this. Banefire's kind of sick. And we can... Oh, we can find Banefire with Spellseeker. That's actually kind of nice. Gonti is in there. Well, he's better than pretty much anything else. Let's see what we can do with red. So I only have Mana Flare, Banefire, Golgari Signet. So right now I have... Oh, that's hard. My red sources enter tapped. What if I cut red? That makes my mana way better. That makes me be able to play like almost all islands for High Tide. I can put in like Karn and then just Thing in the Ice. That's 15 lands with 2 Mox. What is the point of Marsh Flats? So Marsh Flats gets Underground Sea, which is our best land in the deck. Well, the question I'm asking is the Reanimate package worth it? So I have Reanimate Necromancy. I have a bunch of discard, but I'm reanimating like Shieldred. Maybe Shieldred's better than Karn in that instance. And then we cut Thing in the Ice to put in Reanimate. That seems a little bit better because I can like just turn 1 Shieldred, which can win some games. And with Bazaar of Baghdad, I can get value off Shieldred by like putting Gonti, Spellseeker and stuff into the graveyard. I don't hate that. But I don't think I want to run Necromancy. Yeah, I think I'm going to run it like this. Tasigur is a consideration, but I think he's worse than Gonti most of the time. Although we do have Bazaar. You know what? I'm okay with this. Yeah, I kind of like Tasigur a little bit more than Gonti because we don't really care about what our opponent is doing. This deck is going to be good. Whether or not it'll function is the real question. I kind of want more. The only problem with this deck is the mana. But let's run it. Hello and welcome to round 1 for those watching on YouTube. We won the die roll against Golgi App 89. Let's go first. So this is... We can Mystical Tutor. We have Sheldock Isle, but we have Emrakul in hand, which is a little bit unfortunate. And then we can Time Twister. I think I'm going to keep this because we can just go turn 2 Baral, turn 3 Time Twister if things go really bad. You should go start your homework, the Royal Egg. This will be up on YouTube at some point, and you can just watch it there. They kept 6. A little bit awkward, but that's fine. I really wish I could hit Emrakul off this Sheldock, but... Oh, interesting. What do we prefer? Memory Jar or Yawgmoth's Bargain? Bargain, like, guarantees we draw. This is kind of hard. I think I'm going to take Bargain. Put the rest... These would all be good things to draw, but that's okay. Yeah, Bargain is a bit more versatile. Like, you can get into weird situations where you, like, Memory Jar, but you don't have 7 cards in library. Things like that. Oh, that's pretty good. Can I play them all? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Alright. Baral. Time Twister. Good enough. Go ahead. Enjoy your random 7. I heard Mana Crypt is decent, but I'm not sure. We really need to hit a black mana, but having blue mana is also not that bad. So we have Makeshift Mannequin, so I can reanimate an Emrakul here. So the moment they tap out, we just go for it. Alright, I'm okay with this. Yeah, this deck's busted. We're not, like, nobody's forcing our hand here, but if they tap out of mana, we could just kill them immediately. What did they preordain? 1 on bottom, 1 on top. Can we beat Mana Leak? So Frantic Shards costs 2. I have 3 mana open, and then it's going to generate 1 mana, so I'm gonna have 1 floating, and then Makeshift Mannequin costs 3. 1, 2, 3. So I actually can beat Mana Leak and Spell Pierce here. So I think we're okay. We actually can beat Remand as well, because we can re-Makeshift Mannequin. So I don't have a card that can beat us here. So let's Frantic Search. We want to hold control, I think. I don't know if you need to, but let's just go for it. Discarding Emrakul, Shieldred. Untap these. So for those who are wondering how this works, this is how it works. And I don't even need to tap any mana here. I just Makeshift Mannequin, Emrakul. Still playing around Mana Leak, Spell Pierce, and Remand. Yeah, so that goes to hand, but I have Baral. So if they have Remand plus Daze, that gets me. Arbiter Fike, thank you so much for the follow. We got an Emrakul in play. And that's how you win a game. Baral generated like so much mana that turn. That was absurd. All right, so there are blue control things. What do we want to do here? I don't really think I need a sideboard. I think my deck's fine. So the only thing I'm considering is Karn and Gonti, I think. But those seem a little bit slow. Gonti could be nice because it can grab like a counterspell from their deck, but I think the deck is perfect. Well, Shieldred's still nice because if we like go for the Bazaar of Baghdad game plan, we can like just reanimate value creatures like Baral and things like that. Oh, we did it. We get to do my favorite combo. All right, let's do this. We're gonna keep. Actually, do I need to do that? So what I'm thinking about doing is Vampiric Tutor for Emrakul and then play Shelldock. Do I want to do that? I mean, I guess I go to my turn and see what I draw. Oh, that's a Mana Crypt. What do I want to do here? So, yeah, the option is Vampiric Tutor to make sure Emrakul is on top so that Shelldock Isle always hits it. Or we can just go for the straight up Emrakul Shallow Grave. That seems a little bit better. Yeah, I think I'm on board with you guys. Vamp for Entomb. Let's play Shelldock, see if this hits an Emrakul. Oh, they don't know what's going on. Oh wow, those are some good hits. We're not forcing Storm. We're actually drafting kind of a sweet deck. I think I just take Yogwill. Having that card seems pretty good. Like the rest of these will be good just to draw naturally. But if we're in a position where our library is like pretty small, Yogwill should just be able to win the game. Rishadan Port. Opponent knows what's up. So they're gonna port down Shelldock. Calm Giraffe, thank you for the follow. No, actually, Surprise Motherfucker, thank you so much for the follow as well. So we're gonna go Swamp. Now what do I vamp for? Drawing Emrakul hurts. I think I'm gonna wait. Just gonna wait a turn, see what happens. Because their deck seems a little bit slow. Pizza Nui, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Vamp for Bazaar, then Spellseeker for Shallow Grave. You guys have good lines. I think I can wait a turn to do that though. Because they have all their mana open. I'm imagining they have counter spells. So now I can vamp for Bazaar. We'll let that get tapped. Because I get to play a swamp anyway. Basically, like, the more I wait, the more information I get about what my opponent is doing. I like playing Spellseeker here because it's more expensive. So I can get Shallow Grave. Seems pretty good. Let's just get Shallow Grave. And then pass turn. Like, I'm not in any rush, and the more I wait, like, the more permanence my opponent has in play. I'm actually live streaming. Not gonna spend too much time chatting with an opponent when I should be streaming. So I can vamp for Bazaar, but I don't need to. They're going to port me anyway. Shish514. He can stream snipe, but it's not gonna help too much. That plays into Daze. I think I'm gonna wait. There's still no rush. Tails will win. Now I can Vampiric Tutor. And then if they want to counter this, it like uses their mana. So I think I like just grabbing Bazaar. That's like an uncounterable source of all of this. Plus I'm missing my land drop anyway, so it's free. And we can empty our graveyard. Oh yeah, Bazaar of Baghdad with Sheldak Isle having Yawgmoth's Will underneath it is really sick. I'm just gonna go for Baral here. Yeah. If they counter Baral, I can Shallow Grave for 1 mana. And then next turn we can play around basically everything. Petty Theft, Bounce Baral, sure. Brazen Bar were so good, man. And this is exile at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. So if we do Shallow Grave now, we can't Emrakul. Or we can, but it's just going to go away before we get an attack. And you don't know that, Randall. I mean, some fans would stream snipe just so they can like look better on like the video or whatever. They play a land, so they have like Cryptic up. So we need to find, I think I have Duress in this deck, I'm not sure. What's Bazaar? Getting rid of Yawgmoth's Bargain. I don't think I need Baral anymore. And I don't really need Tendrils. I like Tasigur because he's a good failsafe if the Emrakul doesn't work. No, I would never assume anyone would doing that, but I'm just explaining like sometimes things like that happen. So we draw Marsh Flats, that grabs Underground Sea. So I can actually get my deck down to 21. They sent me a chat. Can't wait to watch this one. Oh, they know. Oh yeah, they know it's Storm now. All right, let's get Underground Sea. Do I just go for it? I don't even think I need to go for it. Let's just Tasigur now. I think I'm just gonna exile Tendrils. I don't really need the Storm win con. I think Emrakul is good enough. Because Tasigur forces their hand if they have Cryptic or Mystic Confluence. And then if they do that, I just get to Shallow Grave Emrakul. Remand Tasigur. I think I do this before the card draw now. I activate Bazaar. Yeah, I don't want them to draw off Remand, but let's Bazaar of Baghdad here. Discarding... Oh, the Bazaar of Baghdad discard order is kind of non-intuitive. Definitely Emrakul. I actually don't... You don't get to choose the order, so I'm just going to discard all of these. It would be technically correct to discard Palinchron here, but I don't think I can. Then we Shallow Grave. Well, Emrakul's in play. And we'll see if they have any permanents after this turn. They can block with Brazen Borrower? No, they can't because they have to sacrifice it. So they have no permanents in play. Seems good. You think Bazaar remembers the order, but Buried Alive doesn't. So I have filed for 2 different reimbursements based on Bazaar of Baghdad. Man, my typing is not good. I appreciate them giving me the pleasure of killing them. If he dies for real. Thank you so much for the follow. Twitch. Caleb. MTG on Twitch. That should be able to find me there. What was I saying? Yeah, I've done 2 separate reimbursement orders with Bazaar. And like both times the orders seemed random to me. But maybe I just don't get it. But it doesn't like specify what the discard order is. Show chat. Oh, they don't have. How do you not have Twitch? You could just go on Twitch, like on the website. All those nice permanents you had. Yeah. Is this round 1 or round 2? Tails. I could actually technically die to Mana Crypt. Wishclaw is good. It's attack for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could just play Tasigur. Tell OP Twitch is an online website. You know, I don't want to get too crazy over here. We'll just let them do what they want to do. We're going to play our Tasigur. You guys are skipping games on YouTube? It's not allowed. No, it's totally allowed. That's why I generally prefer YouTube content over live stuff. I'm going to end this YouTube video here for those watching on YouTube. I'm going to chat with my opponent a bit until they scoop. Alright, welcome to round 2 against... I don't even know how to say that. So we have Bazaar of Baghdad and Spellseeker. So if we can just hit a mana source, we can go for it. You watch my videos at 1.5 times speed. That's interesting, because I edit my videos like a lot. But I guess there's still a lot of talking. I could go faster. I think I'm going to keep this. This is Coconut MTGs, making sure I see it. That's pretty awesome. I don't want to force storm. That's pretty good. I might post that as a channel like update at some point. Ooh, Baral. Baral makes makeshift mannequin cheaper. I don't want to lead on Bazaar yet. I want to make sure I get all of my land drops. This plays around Wasteland. But maybe Marshflats would be better. Yeah, the old videos, I totally understand 2x speed. Old videos is like watching live time, because there's like a lot of dead time and didn't really edit it, wasn't that good at talking. I'm hopefully getting better at that. Definitely getting better at playing. These decks have been really sweet. Opponent's got some really nice mana over there. Bitter Blossom. That makes Emrakul worse. That is for sure. Let's play Baral. How's the degree coming along? Pretty well. I should be graduating this May, as long as I can get people from my undergrad to reply to my emails, which has been surprisingly difficult to do. So I can Shelldock or play Spellseeker. I think I like getting Spellseeker down while their blue is tapped. So I can go for two different routes here. I can go for, oh. Do we think opponent has Wasteland? Yeah, my major is in, technically it's optical science, but all of my dissertation is just machine learning or AI. I kind of want to go for the sweet play of Vampiric Tutor and Emrakul on top, then Bazaar of Baghdad myself down. We're going to go for that play. Hardcasting Emrakul seems pretty nice. Lightning Greaves. I don't like that. I don't mind that. Oh wait, I don't want to do that on upkeep. Oh, there's Shallow Grave. Oh, no, we're still going to go for the sweet play. Vampiric Tutor for Emrakul. Shelldock Isle. What am I hitting? You'll never know. And then we're just going to Bazaar of Baghdad or Library down to a reasonable level pretty quickly. I don't think I die to fairies that quickly, but we'll see what this card is. Lodestone Golem, sure. So I can chump block a Lodestone. Is Makeshift Mannequin your graveyard? Okay. That's a lot of damage, but I can reanimate a Shieldred. I think we're okay. So we go Bazaar, activate Bazaar, discarding Bargain, Shieldred, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think Memory Jar is really going to get there either. So let's do Memory Jar. Then we play Makeshift Mannequin on Shieldred. No! They got me. They got me with the Lodestone. But I can instant speed block Lodestone with Shallow Grave, and that also pretty much does it, because I get to hardcast Emrakul next turn. I don't need to self-mill more than just one more Bazaar activation, though. I did land for turn, yeah. Because this is turn 5 for me, turn 6 for them. Oh, they're not even... Okay, this works even better. What is this? Polukranos? Alright, I think we just win. One... Yeah, so I can Shallow Grave Exiles at the beginning of the next end step. So I can Shallow Grave here, get the reanimation trigger to get Baral. Shieldred has Swamp Walk. And then I get to Bazaar of Baghdad down to 20 cards. I don't need Makeshift Mannequin anymore. And I don't think I need this extra Chrome Mox. Oh, or this. I could just go Island, Emrakul, get an extra turn, hit for 6 with Shieldred. Alright, later Royal Egg, thank you so much for tuning in. Good luck with your homework and all that. I don't actually know if this wins, but it's kind of cool. I'm trying to remember what I have in this deck. Yeah, Time Twister can like help us do something. I'm definitely leaving blockers. I'm just deciding what I can hit here. Tassiger would be good, but I need to hit Tassiger off Bazaar. So I think I'm going to activate Bazaar first and see what I hit. Okay. Pretty easy decision there. We're definitely attacking with Emrakul. I think it's certainly a losing play to pass with Emrakul. The problem is they can Polukranos my blockers and kill me. I actually think I might lose this. I think I discarded a bit haphazardly. Because this deck doesn't have Time Walk like the other one did. Maybe not, because they block with a fairy. They can only kill one blocker. But killing one blocker is enough. Yeah, they just Polukranos, activate. Emrakul does not have trample. I made that mistake before. I don't know why it doesn't. It does everything else. Twist and shout. I think that is my best option here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Because they can just kill me, yeah. Oh, it's cheaper because of Brawl. Fair enough. Frantic search. Makeshift mail and... Oh, we might have done it. Think I might have done it. Frantic search, discard Palinchron, Signet, untap, land, land, land. And I can makeshift mannequin the Palinchron. Do I do it now? Oh, Lodestone Golem, you're right. You're right. That sucks. Well, I fought the good fight. There was no way around that then. I think I maybe could have done something better if I had, like... I don't know. Wishclaw Talisman? Welcome, Maynard Moose. How's it going? Yeah, I'm just dead. If they see the line. I mean, I don't know how they wouldn't see the line, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, man. Lodestone Golem being a poop head over here. That's a very official insult over here. They're thinking about it, though, so maybe they don't see it. Brawl does discount Mannequin, but then Lodestone Golem makes it more expensive, so it costs the same that it should. Maybe they're just playing 4-mana 5/5s for value in their deck. That looks like a Polukranos activation to me. Yep. Welcome, Lord Endgame. I'm doing pretty well. Not this game. The other games. I thought I could makeshift Mannequin a Palinchron, but it turns out they had Lodestone Golem in play. Alright, we are dead zo. But we get to go to game 3? Or game 2? I don't actually know what game this is. I think it's game 2. Against their deck, I wish I could cast Moat. I like Gonti more than Tassiger because the Death Touch is pretty relevant. And Oblivion Stone deals with their stuff, but I think my deck's fast enough that we're fine. Karn's too slow. I very rarely get up to 7 mana. Rich Gamer 92, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. Yeah, I like Karn, and I think in theory he's good. If I had Mind Cesar, I would play him. This hand's busted, but there's just no need. So let's go turn 1 Swamp. I'm not gonna Chrome Mox yet. If I draw a useless card, I can Chrome Mox Spellseeker to just go off even faster. Oh, alright. Well, sometimes Magic just makes the game very easy for you. Shallow Grave. Sure. No, I don't really need Reanimate. Just hitting them with an Emrakul like turn 3. Like if they play a spell here and I get to kill 4 permanents, that's good enough. So just don't draw... Oh, that's pretty good too. This should be fine. Let's Entomb. Emrakul. Shallow Grave. Emrakul. They go down to no permanents. They only have 5 cards in hand and they take 16. That'll do it. Alright, they conceded. Love the game, Matt Caleb. How do I make my art? There's a lot that goes into it. Most of it is AI generated, so you can look into like AI style transfer if you want. That's how I make like the base shapes, but then I do a lot of like hand drawing and combining stuff in Photoshop and things like that. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. Microsoft Paint, yes. It's all MS Paint. I'm just gonna keep the deck. That was a pretty busted turn 3. Yeah, I'll keep this. I go to school in Arizona. Swamp. So I could fetch. I don't think this opponent has Wasteland. So we'll just play Marsh Flats. I don't want a Vampiric Tutor yet because there's no one card that does everything I want. They have Bitter Blossom. Bitter Blossom makes Emrakul worse. Alright, let's fetch. There's Gonti. Gonti's fine. I'm not gonna Night's Whisper because then I have to discard, so I can just like basically wait to see what I draw and then Vampiric Tutor for the other pieces. Whether it's Storm, you know, I can get High Tide or things like that. Thank you so much for tuning in, Duncon Senpai. Hope you enjoy the rest of it on YouTube. Maelstrom Pulse my Signet. That's just rude. Frantic Search. That does it. So now I can Night's Whisper, and they're not gonna have enough permanence to survive this, I don't think. I guess I play around Daze. Tendrils and Time Twister are kind of awesome too. So we're gonna wait. Escamiko, thank you so much for the follow. What do we do? I don't know what the blue is for. Part of me thinks it's like a shinobi type situation. Whoa. Did not expect that one. Oracle of Mold Dias. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 permanents? Okay. So I'm thinking High Tide and then just going off with Storm. What I'm asking myself is basically how quickly do I have to go off? Because I can vamp for High Tide, then I can go High Tide. That's like pretty much just lethal, I think. I get High Tide, Frantic Search. All the cards I get off Frantic Search, I can Yogg Will for Frantic Search. That's gotta be good enough. The old plan B. So let's go with High Tide, Frantic Search. I don't want to play a land yet. If they have Island into Counterspell, sure, but I really don't want to play a land because I have, like, I can draw an island and play it. Alright, we're good. So we discard Swamp, Gonti, untap these, play Island, play Mox. Do I have enough mana to play Baby Tendrils? I don't think so. No, I don't have enough black mana for that, but now I can play Yawgmoth's Will. Then play High Tide. Then I can Frantic Search. Flare Snagglebeast, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. Yeah, let's Frantic Search. Using all this blue and this green, I guess. Discarding Entomb. Storm count is 6, so it's going to be... I think I want Mystical Tutor because... Yeah, Entomb does nothing. I guess I already have Vampiric Tutor. Basically, I'm limited on black mana here. So I think I'm getting rid of Entomb and Time Twister. That's Storm count of 6. It's going to be... I mega deserve the sub. Thank you so much. Oh, Flare Snakes. You're familiar. Yes. What can I Mystical Tutor for? Oh, I have Signet. Okay, we're good. Yeah, discard Entomb and Mystical Tutor, I guess. Untap, untap, untap. Tap for black, blue, blue. So now I can go Signet. Vampiric Tutor. Yeah, I have 4 black, so this works. Vampiric Tutor for something castable. Doesn't really matter. Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7? No, I can't do that. Let's just Vampiric Tutor for Mana Crypt. Cast Night's Whisper. Play Mana Crypt. Play Tendrils. The old back door. Got him. That is pretty impressive. I reanimate comboed and storm comboed the same person in different games. And we are on to the finals with this deck. Beautiful. See you guys next round. Hello and welcome to the finals against Shroon. This hand is kind of busted, so we will keep it. And looks like they're passing through their turn. We want to see them playing green. Green is like the deck I want to play against basically every single time, because it's just not good. Let's go Swamp. Do we have Shieldred in the deck? I don't think so. We'll watch the rest on YouTube. Alright, Frenchie Bonchi, thank you. Green is either channel or not good. Yes, definitely. Or Natural Order is good too. Welcome, Golgi App 89. Was that you I'm playing against? Well, at least I didn't have this opening hand against you. Yeah, I think basically green is good if you get everything. Like channel, Natural Order, Craterhoof, and Emrakul. Otherwise, it's kind of medium. Fast Bond is not good in mono green. Fast Bond is good in Storm. Or if you can do like some Crucible Strip Mine stuff. Yeah, like Rafello's Cradle, but you specifically need Craterhoof. And like my biggest gripe with green is that everyone drafts it. Like if you go through my videos and just count all the archetypes I've played against, I play against green like 60% of the time or something ridiculous. So it's very unlikely that you are the only one going for it. That's what I'm saying. Opponent. That was a long pause. I don't know about this. Green is easy to play, and I'm not saying it's like bad. Like there are good parts to it. We're gonna Shallow Grave them next turn. That long pause made me feel like the opponent was stream sniping, but I'm not sure. Hopefully not. You should really try mono white as far as rookie cubing goes. Alright, opponent is actually just dead here, and I can reanimate their Yawgmoth, and I can play around Daze, but I don't really want to. So I can just go Entomb, Emrakul, Shallow Grave. They have no permanence, and then reanimate their 2/4. Sauce HS, thank you for the follow. Enjoy your lack of permanence. So they could have... No, they can't activate this, just himself. And go ahead. So Emrakul exiles, which is kind of rough, but we still have a lot going on here. Alright, there's Spellseeker. So I'm just going to go reanimate on Yawgmoth. Land Spellseeker. What do I get with Spellseeker? I guess Vampiric Tutor. Tutor for a tutor. The classic play. You think I might win this match? I have the feeling as well. The distinct feeling. There's Time Twister. I don't really want to play anything. I don't want opponent to know like what my deck does. So I'm just going to play land and pass. Yeah. Alright, against mono green, Pyroclasm is more tempting, but I didn't see any mana elves. What do you think, chat? Do I bring in Pyroclasm? Probably not. I also just remembered I don't have the mana for it, so let's not do that. Okay, they had green cards. They weren't necessarily mono green. This hand's good. Alright, you guys are correct. You guys are all correct. I'm not playing Pyroclasm. They have a Yawgmoth. I was wrong. But they led with a basic forest, so they're green-centric. We can at least agree on that. After we win this, stop reminding me. See, look, mono green. I don't want to play into Wasteland, so we're just going to go Signet. Next turn I can Spellseeker for Shallow Grave. Shieldred is in the deck, yes. Coalition Relic. Deal. So if we just naturally draw Shallow Grave, we're in business. They're playing Skull Clamp, which makes me very happy. I think that card is... I've never seen it ever be good. So hopefully they prove me wrong. Wishclaw Talisman. Let's just go ahead and play Spellseeker. Going to grab Shallow Grave. Play Marsh Flats. Pass turn. I don't think really many decks are Skull Clamp decks. Like, if they go ahead and play Deranged Hermit here, maybe? I mean, like, yeah, I could be wrong. Reduke could like it. Massacre Worm does not really. Actually, maybe it does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So they're left with just a Massacre Worm if I Shallow Grave. Yeah, Clamp and V-Keep specifically. Obviously, it's completely busted in other formats. Like, what do I do here? I guess I can just Wishclaw Talisman, right? So I Entomb Shallow Grave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can keep like Massacre Worm plus Coalition Relic with one card in hand. And then I can Wishclaw Talisman for... Reduke plays a lot of cube, I think. Entomb Shall... Yeah, this seems fine. This seems okay. Yeah, I can do this now. Entomb. Emrakul. And then Golgari Signet into Shallow Grave. I get to draw for turn too. Hit them for 15. Emrakul exiles, it does not die, so they don't get Massacre Worm trigger. They're sacking Massacre Worm. That seems even better for me. That was like their only board pressure. Alright, well now winning this game is pretty easy. I think Duke is my exact opposite. Not in a bad way. Duke really likes like mid-range grindy like Jund. And I really like fast combo. I really like watching Reduke. I think he's one of my favorite like Magic players to watch. Because he is very opposite to me, so it's like complementary thought styles almost. And he's absurdly good at the game. Wow, they have a lot of mana. There's a Time Twister. I watch my own videos sometimes, but I have to wait like a year before I like forget what happened. Because otherwise it's like, yeah, I've seen this already. So, we can do a couple things. If I Wishclaw, I want to win right now. So we're going to start with... Oh, Tendrils GG's, thank you. The best Tendrils of Agony of all time. Winning with one Tendril Storm. That was glorious. That was a trophy. Thank you so much for those who watched this on YouTube. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, maybe consider subscribing. For those in the live stream, we're going to keep going.